Are you a Gen X and thinking about starting a new business? Well, my name is Audrey Bell-Kearney, and I'm 59, and I just started a new business from my kitchen making dehydrated food. Now, here's the thing about me. I've been an entrepreneur for 29 years, and I'm 59 now. I started out as an entrepreneur years ago. I'm an inventor. I invented the first plus-size fashion doll. I'm the president of the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce, which is located right outside of Atlanta. And I was not thinking about starting a new business at 59. But I was laying in bed one night and I saw this guy who started a dehydration business selling oranges. So he was dehydrating oranges and he was selling them and he was making like thousands of dollars a month. Now, I have been looking at equipment because as a president of the chamber, we want to make sure that we're helping our community thrive. So I was looking at ways to bring micro manufacturing to our community so people can start micro manufacturing businesses, and we were going to help them do that. So I would look at all these different equipments every night, and I came across a dehydrator, and this guy making money from dehydration and selling his dehydrated fruits to a restaurant and bars. So as I'm sitting in my bed watching this, which is what I do every night on YouTube, like YouTube is the TV that I watch. I'm watching YouTube and I'm watching this guy. And he's talking about how he slices up all the fruit, he dehydrates them, he puts them in bag, then he ships them out to his people, he drops them off. And I'm thinking, now this is this is this looks pretty simple. So I told my husband, I said, you know what? I think I want to start a business like that. So I thought about it. I started to do my research. And I was thinking, man, Audrey, do you really want to start a business? Like you're 59. Like most people are trying to figure out how to retire. You're trying to start a whole brand new venture and something that you've never done before. I've been in business a long time. I've been a business coach. I'm an author. I've written 13 books. I'm an inventor. I've been in media for 27 years. So I've been in this game for a very long time, but I have never been in the food business. Now, my husband, who is a great cook, he always talked about getting into the food industry, but I'm just not. I'm a good cook. I just didn't like that industry because I always thought about the overhead, how much work it was going to be. But when I saw the guy with the dehydrator, I said to myself, I could do that business right there. So I started to go a little bit deeper. I started to look at like, okay, do I want to slice oranges and slice apples and dehydrate them and things like that? I happen to love dehydrated bananas. Like I had a friend years ago, he and his wife dehydrated bananas, and I would always buy them. It never crossed my mind, and I would always buy them. It never crossed my mind to sell them, right? Because I thought it was some major process that you had to go through to make it happen. So fast forward to today, after doing some research, I thought, okay, at 59, I could still have a life if I just managed a small scale dehydration business here in Georgia. Now, let's talk about that for a second. Because I'm located in Georgia, and because Georgia has cottage food regulations, if I just use the cottage food regulations part of the business, I can only sell inside of Georgia. And I said to myself, okay, can I turn this into a six-figure business inside of Georgia? And the answer is absolutely yes, because right in Gwinnett County alone, where I live, there are like 1.1 million people that live in my county. Literally, in my town, there's about 40,000. And I said, okay, I could definitely do this. And here in Georgia, they have so many festivals and street fairs and things like that. So I was like, okay, I could definitely do that. And I'm a people's person. Like I like talking to people, I like meeting people. And I felt like even though I am at the age where people start to think about retiring, I was like, I want to have fun. This has been my whole thing for 2026. I want to have fun. I've been an entrepreneur for 29 years. I want to have some fun. Now, mind you, I don't know if this is going to be fun or not. I kind of feel like it is because I'm going to go out and meet people. I'm going to be vending and things like that. So I kind of feel like it's going to be fun, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready to do it. Now, I had to go and do some research. I had to understand the cottage laws, cottage food laws here in Georgia. I did that. So I set up a website and I'm going to be bringing you more about like my blueprint for what I'm doing. I'm going to show you in my next video, I'm going to show you my dehydrator, some of the tools that I use. That's one of the tools that I use right there, my processor. And I'm excited. Like this is such a great opportunity for me. So what I decided to do was I decided to make fruit smoothies. Yeah, but dehydrated fruit smoothies. That's my thing. That's because I felt like I am I am really thinking about, I had started thinking about my health at 59, and I launched a newsletter called Betterish. And so when I launched Betterish, it was about me getting healthy and all the things that I was doing because I have a goal of losing like 58 pounds. And so I started Betterish as a newsletter, but I found that I had a hard time sticking to like publishing a newsletter, which is rare for me because I published 1,200 88 episodes of the Good Morning Gwinnett show and about just as many pages of content on the website. So it for some reason I was having a real hard time getting that newsletter to go out every week. Like I just couldn't find the things to talk about. So I struggled. So Betterish, which is the name of my food company, started out as a newsletter on Substack. So I was like, I'm gonna launch a Substack newsletter. It's gonna be called Betterish. I'm gonna talk about my journey of losing the 58 pounds, becoming healthier, getting tight skin, all that good stuff, right? All the things you start thinking about when you hit 50. I turned 59 2 3 weeks ago, and it's like I've been like, okay, you gotta get in shape, you gotta do all these things. I should have been saying that earlier. I know y'all. And don't listen, don't come at me. I know I should have been doing those things earlier, but it's never too late. Anyway, I thought about doing that. The newsletter, Betterish has a newsletter, and then the more I looked into the dehydration food industry, I really like the industry. Now, I'm not a big eater, but I'm a terrible. I have terrible eating habits, right? So I will not eat breakfast most mornings. I'll eat like lunch, and then I'll eat dinner. And then for some reason, late at night, like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, I'm starving. And I don't buy snacks, but my husband is a big snacker. I don't buy snacks. Like I just don't go to the store and buy snacks. He does though. And he keeps them on his side of the bed. And so what I normally do is when it hits me, I go to his side of the bed and I eat snacks. Another thing is I work a lot from my computer, so I don't get up and exercise as much as I used to. I don't move a lot. I used to bowl in a league, so that kept me busy and kept me active. I haven't done that in the last year, so I haven't done all of these things that was keeping me healthy. My health is relatively good, knock on wood. I do take one blood pressure medication, and I'm really trying to come off of that. So I'm taking a lot of functional supplements and nano supplements and things like that. So I'm doing all these things, but I realize I still stay up late at night watching YouTube because this is the time that I watch TV. I don't watch the TV during the day most days, but I watch it at night when I get ready to go to bed. And when I do that, I'm triggered because somebody is saying something amazing, and then I want to get up and write notes, and then something says eat something. So I thought about it. I said, you know what? I like fruit leathers, right? I love fruit leathers. We go to Costco's, I get them, and I will just sit there and eat a fruit leather. I love them. But then I thought about it. What if I made something a little bit different, but very similar to a fruit leather? So I came up with fruit smoothies, and they are going to be dehydrated, and that's what I'm going to sell under the Betterish brand. So my new venture is called Betterish. I am starting from scratch in an industry I know nothing about that I'm learning about because I had to do my research. I got to make sure I follow the rules and regulations and all the laws and all the things. And I'm excited about it. I'm actually excited about it. I've been working on this for 2 weeks. I've created a website. I've created a operating system. I'm going to share all these things with you guys. As a matter of fact, in the description, you'll see links to everything. I've created a life tracking app. I've created a newsletter. I'm doing a podcast so I can document my journey. I am so excited about this venture. And the reason I'm so excited is because I feel like there's a lot of opportunities. Like my husband thought about making jerky, beef jerky and turkey jerky and all those things. And I said, listen, you could do all that. That's not something I'm interested in. He always talk about doing something in the business industry, in the food industry. He can have that part. I'm going to stick to fruits because that's what I like. I'm trying to find out, what snacks I can eat at night, and I've created them. So I've created amazing little snacks. There's, two or three of them, it's 75 calories, and it's just something that mentally is triggered in my head. So once I eat something, I'm fine. It's the weirdest thing. I probably need to go to therapy for that, but I didn't go to therapy, and I haven't gone to therapy for that. But I am creating my Betterish fruit snacks, and when I get that urge at 11 o'clock at night, each one of my little snacks is 25 calories, and I can eat three of those and still be fine. So I'm excited. I want you guys to subscribe to the channel. My goal is to talk to you about what I'm going through in launching this business, all the things that I'm bumping into. I can tell you right now at the gate, I have a fear of growing too fast because I've created all of these amazing tools to help me grow the business right out the gate. And I'm like, oh my God, what happens if I grow too fast? Like, what happens when the orders are coming in and it's just me and I have to go out and figure out how to fulfill them? So that is a fear of mine. And then the other fear is I'm 59. Like, I don't have the same kind of energy I had, 29 years ago, when I started out. I don't have that same kind of energy. And what happens when I don't feel like doing this in the morning? So I'm thinking about all of these things and I'm sharing these with you because You may be thinking about starting your business. You may be thinking about doing something from your kitchen, doing something, making some soap, making some pies, being a coach, whatever that is. And follow, join me, connect with me. Let's talk about it because I coach people all the time. As the president of a chamber of commerce, I talk to women all the time about starting their business, growing their business. I love doing that part. I didn't think I would be starting a new venture at almost 60. That was not on my mind. It wasn't on my radar. It wasn't part of what I was thinking about because I'm so busy helping other people. But when I saw the opportunity, it just really spoke to me. When I saw the opportunity of being able to slice some fruit and dehydrate the fruit and then sell the fruit, like he literally was selling oranges for thousands of. I'm going to say he was making like $6,000 a month. So he kept his day job, and on the weekends he would make all of these bags of oranges, separate them, and then he would take them and sell them to bars. Now, what's interesting about that? I was just in a restaurant called Taco Real Tacos. I'm sitting at the bar and I see the guy go down and pull out like these little dehydrated fruits. One was like purple or something and then orange. I'm like, and in my mind, I'm thinking, I wonder what those taste like. I almost asked him, could I taste them, right? But I was wondering, what did that taste like? And not a week later, I'm watching TV and someone is drying the fruit and they look just like those fruits. So I know that the bars and restaurants are buying them because Real Taco had a whole thing of them. And every time somebody ordered a drink, they would put a dried fruit on there. So he's making good money doing that. There's opportunities for all of us, all of us. And here's a good part about it. Sometimes you want to scale really big and go really wide, really quick. You want to be national, you want to be global, all those things. If you don't want to do that, the cottage food industry won't allow you to do that in the first place. But it also allows you to build a brand right in your backyard. So I'm excited about building the Betterish brand right here inside of Georgia. Like I set up the website and I use Stripe, and I'll talk about that at a later date. You can't even go to my website and buy if you live in another state. It won't let you, and I designed it that way because I didn't want anybody to order something in another state and I'm gonna get in trouble. So I didn't do that. So I'm gonna talk about that in another video. Please do me a favor, subscribe to the show. If you want to follow my journey as a 59-year-old entrepreneur starting from scratch in an industry I know nothing about, I invite you to subscribe to the show, like the show, share the show with somebody, and listen, leave me a comment. Let me know like what you're doing. All the links to everything that I've created to build the Betterish brand is located inside of the description. So check it out. I'll be back for another episode. Until next time, my friends, until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.